Because if you are here, that means that you want more. Okay, you already feel it in your bones. You think about it all the time. You want to live your dream board. So let's get to it. What's up? It's your girl Crystal Chanel, and this is the Millionaire Content Club. Basically, how to turn your confidence into cash. If that's something you're interested in as far as making money online through content creation and just getting paid to really be yourself, you want to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. On this channel, we are talking about everything social monetization. If you can make money on your cell phone, that's what we're talking about on the channel. It's time for the educate and execute portion of this video. I will be doing this in every single video. I'm going to educate you on these 5 things that you need. And then when we're finished going over it, I want you to start and come back to this channel and put it in the comments. Yes, you heard me right. I'm giving you homework because I'm not that kind of coach that's just going to tell you something and you keep it moving. I need to see results. I need to see actions. Okay. So the first thing we're going to cover right now is niche. I know you hear that word all the time. It's so annoying actually how much it's said, but that's because it's a good reason. When you have a niche, that is your category. That is what you're going to talk about, what you're going to post about. You should think of something that you can talk about all the time. Honestly, it doesn't have to be your passion because I get it. Not everyone wants to monetize their passion, but it has to be something that you can talk about for free. Something that you talk about all the time, okay? Something that people know you for. That is your niche. That is something you are going to do. Now, I would recommend to go on ChatGPT and type in profitable niches. The more profitable that the niche is, the higher chance that you're going to make money. You're not going to want to make content about something that no one is checking for. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do how to paint a room orange? You're not going to do that. If you're a painter, you're going to do how to paint like a professional or how to paint line wash walls. Like, that's really popular right now. You want to think about what is actually trending. If you need help with choosing your niche, it's okay. Go on ChatGPT, look for the most profitable niches. A lot of them include self-care. A lot of them include relationships, losing weight, or like my niche, how to make money. You can also pick your niche by thinking about the brands that you wish to work with. If you want to work with hotels and car dealerships, you should be thinking about the travel niche. If you want to work with brands like Skims or, like Polo, you want to do the fashion niche. Same thing with makeup. You want to do Fenty Beauty or YSL. You want to think of the beauty niche. So all of this will go hand in hand. Whenever you're thinking about the content you want to post, that is going to then trickle into the very next part, which is going to be the target customer. Okay. A target customer is literally going to let you know who you're making content for. Okay. So I already told y'all I'm making content for my baddies. All right. I'm making content for women aged 30 to 55 who feel like they're starting too late, or they maybe have started, but they're not seeing the results that they need. For someone who wants to make money online, creating content. That's who I'm making it for. I'm not going to talk about, things on my channel that doesn't talk to that girl, who doesn't talk to that woman. So whenever you know what you want to post about and who you're talking to, that's how you're going to build your entire business. When you guys are starting your YouTube channel, or if you're starting a new Instagram page or new TikTok page or any kind of community, you need to have that in your mind already. Okay. Like, seriously, that's how you will build your entire business. You want to go ahead and move on to your platform. Where are you going to be posting? Okay. Whenever you are thinking of selling something or, having some kind of place online when you're making money, you need to decide where is your target customer hanging out. So I already mentioned age 30 to 55. Most people that age are on Instagram or they're on Facebook. So the reason why I'm on YouTube though is because YouTube is a search engine. I'm working smarter, not harder. So I know that the majority of my content will live on YouTube, and then I'll also repurpose my content in short form videos on Instagram and on Facebook. Because your girl really likes to work smarter, not harder, I am using a company called Repurpose.io. I will put my affiliate link down below. I am not getting paid for this. This is me telling you game straight up. I'm going to use that to publish my video other places. Okay. So for me, I post once. and it publishes like 7 to 8 times. And this is every single day. You can already tell I'm going to hit my 100,000 subscribers quite fast because I'm not playing. Okay. You need to choose a platform. Now, if you don't want to have to pay extra money right now because you're just getting started as far as having the software post for you, that's okay. I just recommend to choose 2 platforms. Okay. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. I am going to be the coach that will forever tell you, do the work and choose 2 platforms. I just want you guys to not put all your eggs in one basket. There was one point in time that my account was removed and all 80,000 of my followers were snatched away. That was my main funnel for all of my offers. And when that money went away, girl, it made me realize I can't have this happen again. I have to diversify my income streams. So that's why I'm telling you from jump, please go ahead and start 2 pages. You're either going to start a brand new page or you're going to organize your pages so that you know good and well this is the only thing you're posting about. You do not want to have a catch-all type of page because if you do, sometimes that confuses the algorithm. And if a person finds your one video on this page that they love, and then they follow you or they go look around to see what other content you posted and it's like a hodgepodge of things that they can't relate to, they're not going to stick around. Okay, so the whole point of this channel is teaching you how to build a community, teaching you how to build your followers, which then turns into your bread and butter. And y'all, that can be an actual legacy. All right, like you can actually create wealth through this very cell phone. That's what we're here for. All right, next is schedule. So we're gonna think about this. Imagine scrolling on social media, finding someone that you love their content and you are waiting for them to post again, and they literally got your attention, got you all excited, and then they ghost you. You don't wanna do that to people, all right? Trust me, I've done that to people and I've heard about it and I've seen the decline in my engagement, the decline of my pay. Like, you don't want that. So to prevent that from the top, let's think about a schedule you can actually stick with. What does that look like for you? When is a good time after school or after the kids or after work or after, being a husband or a wife? I mean, whatever it is that you got going in your life, I need you to think about what is realistic for you. So for most people, once a week is doable, okay? If you skip a week, okay, fine, but then you kind of pick back up. I recommend for you to post once a week on YouTube at least, and if you can post once a week on your other social media platform, that's fine. Of course, later, depending on our goals, you may want to increase that posting, but let's just start off once a week. If you can commit to once a week, I need you to put the number 1 down below in the comments so I can see you guys are committing to once a week. Okay. On this channel, I am starting off super strong. If you're starting a new page, then you may want to try this too. You want to let the algorithm know, hey, I'm here. Please let the people know I'm here. And the way that you do that is getting up at least 50 to 100 posts. Okay. You're going to do, and this is from my experience, from what I've seen. This is not written anywhere. This is literally from my experience. Once your page has around 100 posts, the algorithm finally figures you out. Okay. You start to get these follows. And of course, if you have a video that pops off before then, that will be fine. At the end of the day, you want to have a schedule so that your new people who find you know when to expect you. It'll help them stick around and it'll help you because they're going to tell your friends, they're going to share your content because they know that you're going to have more of it. And the last thing I want to cover today is brand identity. Okay. So brand identity starts from the very top of you thinking about your business, like your niche and your target audience, basically your whole business wrapped up with a bow as far as how you want to be seen. Do you want to be seen as professional? Do you want to be seen as fun? Do you want to be seen as someone who's like an authority figure? Do you want to be someone who's fun and entertaining? You need to decide what your brand identity is. With your brand identity, you need to decide what it is you stand for. Okay. So for me in particular, I stand for confidence. I am all about confidence because confidence is literally what makes me me and what has helped me become successful. So when I found ways to be more confident, and once I had that instilled in me as a child, I've been able to help inspire and motivate others. I've been able to bottle up my confidence and have it shown through a camera to where it turned into views. And of course, views turns into followers, and followers turn into, working with brands, which turns into checks. So I honestly do believe confidence is key, and confidence is the direct beginning of a successful content creator career. So if you're wondering, Crystal, how do I get confident? How do we get there? Okay, how do we start here and end there? It has a lot to do with your brand identity, because when you decide what it is that you stand for and when you decide who you are, you're unshakable. I need you to decide 5 values, okay? Think of 5 values. You can choose from this list here. Top values being confident, monetization, and just being community, okay? Like, these are some of my top values. So whenever I'm creating content, I know that everything's going to revolve around that. Just like your moral values will lead you, like your moral compass in the real world, your brand identity and your brand values will lead you on the online world. When you're working with companies and they're asking you to do things you may not agree with, when you are making content for people and it's the way that you respond to them, it's the way that you talk to the camera. Like, the values are so important, y'all. And the best thing about values is that when you pick them and they match your soul, this is how you find your community, your tribe. Attract other people with those similar values. And dig into all of these, by the way. This is very top level because I have to get this video out. I am excited to be here, but the values is something we're going to jump into. And yeah, I just want you guys to think about it up front. So I need you right now to start working on this. If you can't work on this right now, that's okay. But when you are finished with this list of 5 things, I need you to come back and put them down below. Okay, I want you to put them down below so I can see what you guys are working on. And then lastly, on tomorrow, I'm going to show you my equipment must-haves. I hope y'all enjoyed this video.
You only need 3 things to start making content and to get that cash, because remember, there's no broke baddies on my watch. So make sure you subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you in day 5.